Before we crown the easiest armies in Warhammer 40k, we need to know why they're easy, because beginner-friendly doesn't just mean cheap, cool, or painted gold. It means the faction helps you learn the core rules without punishing every mistake. And if you're new here, welcome to Tabletop Nexus. We make the 41st Millennium easy to learn and fun to play. So before we roll any dice, hit subscribe, ring that bell. You'll get the new guides every week that break down the game, the rules, the best ways to start the game. Every game runs on the same 5 phases: command, movement, shooting, charge, and fight. The best beginner armies teach those phases clearly. Units move normal distances, around 5 to 6 inches, dataless, simple stats like movement M, toughness T, attack A, and save SV. They rely more on basic rules than stratagem tricks. If your army's datasheet looks like a short story, it's not a beginner army. Good starter factions have clear weapon profiles, 1 or 2 attacks per model, simple range, and no nested rules. You'll know what a bolter does after reading it once. These armies let you focus on mechanic, how to move, shoot, and score objective instead of memorizing special keywords. Durability is key for new players. Armies with solid toughness, 4 or more, and good armor saves 3+ or more, let you survive bad dice. You learn by doing, and you can't learn much if everything dies turn 1. Durable units also teach you the importance of positioning and cover. They give you more room to experiment with engaging range and coherency without being punished for a misplaced model. Each faction has its own special rule, and easy armies keep those simple. One rule that triggers automatically ult of movement for Space Marines, or a single ability you choose each turn. Martial Cathes for Custodes. No 3-step combo chains or timing puzzles required. If you can remember it without flashcards, it's beginner friendly. So here's the formula for a great starter army. Durable units to stay alive while you learn, simple rules to understand the 5 phases fast, forgiving mechanics so you get to play the whole game, not just turn 1. Now that you know what makes a faction beginner friendly, let's see which armies actually hit that blueprint. Up first, the poster boys of the Imperium and the immortal legions that refuse to die. Act 2, Space Marines and Necrons. When people picture Warhammer 40k, they think of 2 armies first: the shining heroes of the Imperium and the unstoppable machines of the past. Let's start with the Space Marines and the Necrons, the perfect training partners for any new commander. Space Marines, a balanced starter army. They're the face of 40k, and for good reason. They do a little bit of everything and do it well. Space Marines have solid toughness, 4 to 5, and great save values, 3+ or 2+. Their data sheets are clean. Each unit lists clear roles like troops, characters, or vehicles. Bolters shoot 24 inches, chainswords hit in melee, and most abilities explain themselves. Their army rule, Oath of Movement, lets you re-roll hits and wounds against 1 target per turn. No math puzzles, no timing tricks, just reliability. Why they're easy. Forgiving armor and mid-range weapons teach both shooting and charge phase safely. Straightforward stratagems, re-roll, fallback, or overwatch all match the core rules. Huge model support. You can learn 1 squad at a time. Space Marines are the tutorial army of 40k, balanced, durable, and fun from the first dice roll. Then the Necrons, the undying machines. If Space Marines teach you balance, Necrons teach you patience and how to make mistakes without dying for them. Their signature ability, Reanimation Protocols, brings back destroyed models after the end of phases. It's built-in forgiveness. Lose a warrior and it might stand back next turn. Necrons have consistent toughness, 4 to 6 reliable, 3+ armor saves, and medium range guns. They reward good positioning, but don't collapse if you misplace a unit. Why they're easy. Slow, steady movement teaches you objective play and cover. Few stratagems to memorize. Focus stays on core mechanics. Durable troops let you experience full battle rounds even when you're learning. Necrons prove that sometimes losing a few models isn't the end. It's just the start of your comeback. Necrons prove that sometimes losing a few models isn't the end. It's just the start of your comeback. We've covered the Imperium's finest and the galaxy's most stubborn robots. Next up, the Golden Guardians of the Emperor and the hungry swarm that never stops coming. Prepare for Act 3, Custodes and Tyranids, 2 armies that couldn't be more different, yet both perfect for newcomers. Act 3, Custodes and Tyranids. If Space Marines are humanity's soldier, and the Necrons are the nightmares then these two are the extremes. One wins by never dying, the other wins by never stopping. Let's talk about the Adeptus Custodes and the Tyranids, two armies that look completely opposite on the table, but both teach beginners how to control the battlefield. Custodes are the Emperor's bodyguards, living tanks wrapped in gold. They have toughness of 6 to 7 and a 2+ save with a 4+ invulnerable save, meaning even anti-tank fire struggles. Because these models cost so many points, you'll field maybe 15 to 30 figures total, perfect for learning movement and coherency without managing a swarm. Their army rule gives you simple stances each battle round. One boosts attack rolls, another improves defenses. You pick one, it applies army-wide, you're done. Why they're easy: low model count, less setup, faster turns. Massive durability teaches positioning and objective play. Clear unit rules: spear unit, push; shield units, hold; jet bikes, harass. Custodes help beginners learn when to engage and when to hold, and their models look like they're already won before the dice hit the table. Tyranids, the swarm that teaches strategy. Tyranids are the galaxy's hunters, made flesh. Endless creature controlled by a single hive mind, and they're fast, flexible, and perfect for learning movement, charges, and melee combat. Their rule keeps nearby units fearless. They ignore battle shock test if within 12 of a creature. Their instinctive behavior adds simple buffs when units stay in range. No stacking math, just stay close enough to the big bug. Why they're easy: fast movement teaches the importance of charge distance and engagement range. Balanced mix of shooting and melee shows every phase of the game. Losing models is normal, and that teaches you risk management and target priority. Play them if you want an army that's aggressive, visually awesome, and easy to understand but hard to ignore. We've covered the galaxy's smallest elite force and its largest monster horde. Next up in Act 4, we're going to talk about the Astra Militarum, the most human army of all, and arguably the best place to finish your Warhammer 40k campaign strong. In Act 4, the Astra Militarum. We've seen armored heroes, immortal robots, gold demigods, and ravenous aliens. Now it's time for something refreshing: human. The Astra Militarum, also called the Imperial Guard, is the easiest to learn 40k's core rule. You don't need power armor to win, just good aim and better numbers. The Guard fight with courage, coordination, and a small mountain of ammunition. They're the army that teaches you target priority and line of sight, two of the most important concepts in the shooting phase. Their army rule orders lets officers issue one-line commands like take aim or move, move, move to boost accuracy or mobility. No complicated triggers, just pick a squad within 6 inches, give an order, and watch them obey. Why they're easy: mostly range combat. You'll master the shooting phase before worrying about melee. Large squads teach unit coherency and objective control safely. Tanks and artillery introduce vehicle rules like toughness 10+ and damage profiles without confusion. The Guard reward good positioning, smart movement, and focus fire, exactly the fundamentals new players need. And if a few guardsmen die, that's fine, there's always more recruits. Pro tip: quantity is quality. So let's recap. The easiest faction for beginners in 10th edition. Space Marines, the balanced starter. Necrons, forgiving and durable. Adeptus Custodes, low model count, high power. Tyranids, fast, flexible, and fun. Astra Militarum, the perfect shooting school. Each one teaches a different phase of the game. Marines for balance, Necrons for durability, Custodes for timing, Tyranids for movement, and the Guard for firepower. Master those and you'll understand the core of 40k better than most veterans. If this helped you figure out where to start, make sure to like and subscribe to Tabletop Nexus. Next time we're flipping this list upside down, showing you the hardest factions to play and how to beat them. Because in the grim darkness of the far future, knowledge is the strongest weapon.